Hi there, so my name's Tom Davison and I run Crux Physiotherapy. We're based at the Climbing Lab in Leeds. Today we're going to be talking about using the rice bucket to do exercises for the fingers, tendons, hand, wrist and elbow. The idea of this is to use the rice as resistance, okay, and that's going to basically allow us to load different structures. We can use this as a sort of rehabilitation exercise, so working after a pulley injury, a bit of capsulitis, could be synovial irritation of the wrist, or maybe a little bit of tennis elbow, as we call lateral epicondylar tendinopathy, many things. Or we could just be using this for maintenance to keep ourselves nice and strong and injury free. I'll go through this in quite a simple manner. It's more for my clients to watch, just for a bit of guidance after we've gone through a physio assessment. If there's any questions, feel free to get in touch. Just a bit about sort of posture. I won't go into this too much, but when we are using this, either use a stool. I'm in a home setting, which is probably not the best for today, but what we want to do is have our elbows nice and straight, thinking out our back straight. We're not sort of hunched over when we're doing the exercises if we're going to be here for a prolonged period. So, just to start with, deeper the rice we go, so the deeper in we go, the more resistance we've got, so the harder the exercise will be, the more on the surface, the easier it will be. We're aiming for 30 seconds of each exercise, and we're thinking about switching that up nice and gently, doing them slowly, and we're not doing anything too fast. It's more of a long, prolonged, slow movements, rather than trying to do big strength training, which obviously we can't do with a load of rice. So first exercise, we're keeping our arms straight, we're going in, and we're doing finger flexion, so gripping the rice, just nice and gently, repeating that motion. So we're going inwards, gripping the rice, and like I say, 30 seconds. Okay. Next exercise, these are the more finger-based ones. We're going to go inwards, open up the hands and drag outwards. Okay, in, open up and drag outwards. So deep in, trying to keep those elbows straight if you can do. And working through. Okay. Working on more of the wrist. Okay, we're going to be doing sort of extension and flexion, so working those into the rice. And we can do side to side, so one way then the other, and that's radial deviation and ulnar deviation, so going in, side to side. Okay. We can do circles, so working one way and then the other way. The opposite way. Okay, and then the other movement that the wrist and the elbow do is sort of pronation, so palms up and then palms down. So this one we're trying not to get the movement from the shoulder, we're just trying to get it from the lower sort of forearm. So trying to keep our wrist creases facing inwards and getting most of the movement coming through. If we want a bit more resistance, we can make our hands like paddles, and that's going to give us a little bit more resistance in the rice. If we want to do a little bit more extensor work, we can sort of flick and do faster movements in the top of the rice. And there's lots of different variations that we can do. So that's just a start, just to have a quick chat through. If there's any other questions, feel free to get in contact.